Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's video, we'll be reviewing the 2024 Nissan Titan Pro-4X, aka the last Pro-4X, because Nissan is discontinuing the Titan. Before we get into this video, I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to the Ken Garf Nissan here in Salt Lake City, Utah for giving some time with this Titan. I'm going to include a link to their website in the description down below so you can check out what they have currently. If you have any questions, need any help, just ask for Paul. And then on a side note, if you want to save time and money the next time you purchase a car, link to my car buying guide in the description down below. Let's get into it. Powering this is a naturally aspirated 5.6 liter V8 that goes through a 9-speed automatic transmission. Fuel economy is 14 around town and then 20 on the highway, with power output being 400 horsepower and then 413 pound-feet of torque. Now, before we move forward with this review, I do want to mention, if you want to see more videos just like this, then I recommend you subscribe because I post content every single day. So starting with the hood, you guys can see it's raised there on either side, and I love this particular color. Popping down below, we've got these nice LED headlamps, and then look at the grille here, darker in coloration. Got the Nissan logo in orange because, again, Pro-4X life. There's also a little Pro-4X logo. Fog lights down below, and then you got tow hooks here on the front end, and then skid plate protection underneath. And putting it all together, it definitely has that cool off-road truck appearance. Now, coming on the side here, our tire wheel setup is 275, 70, 18 in the front and over in the rear. And you guys can see with the wheels, you got the silver on the outside, then notice the metallic gray in the center goes towards that off-roader theme. And then here's a quick look at like the tread pattern on the tires. Got these pretty chunky fender flares here with the mud flaps. Got side steps here, it says Titan on it, which is pretty cool. And then notice the door handles and the mirror caps all match. And then we do have leaf springs in the back, and then you can't really see it, but this does have Bilstein shocks. And then here's the full side profile with the Pro-4X. Now, taking a quick look at the key fob, we got the Nissan logo there at the top, remote start, lock and unlock as well. And then popping into the back, notice that the tailgate is dampened. I guess we get a free water bottle with this. That's pretty cool. And all jokes aside, you guys can see protection here on the tailgate and then also with the bed as well. And you got these sliders here for cargo tie downs, which is another nice feature. And then LED lights there up for the cargo light. Lifting up the tailgate, it's got a little bit of weight to it, but you guys can see Nissan logo here, Pro-4X, and then look at the tail lights here on the back. And then we got all of our parking sensors here on the rear. And then look at the little bumper step here on the back to help with accessing the bed. And putting it all together, let me know your thoughts on the Titan, but I think it has a really cool look, especially with this Pro-4X package. Now, taking a look at the door panel, you guys can see here with the trim, and then down below with the stitching, I think it looks really nice. And then I like this here with the carbon fiber print. And then taking a look at the seats again, you got that orange stitching perforated all down the center here. So I think that's a pretty nice look. Well, outside of the floor mats, legroom back here is actually really good. Headroom, it's also good. And then I do have some nice features back here down below. So you guys can see, first off, Titan logo, cup holders, and then we've got some vent action, heated seats, USBs, bunch of charging ports, all of that. Now, taking a look at the front door panel, you guys can see soft touch here and then down below. And by the way, if you ever have a chance to go and like sit in a Titan, just like feel the build quality. Everything's really tight fit and finish wise. Feels like it's gonna last a long time. Anyways, all of our window controls front two are automatic. You've got your mirror adjustments. The mirrors do power fold in. They also have blind spot monitoring as well. And then for those of you wondering, we've got 1,390 pounds of payload capacity. And then here's a quick look at the front seat. Notice Pro-4X yet again. Perforated all down the center portion. Got our power adjustments here on the side. And then popping over here, we've got this for the hill descent control, rear locking differential, cargo lamp. Got that for the outlet. All of the light controls just up above as well. And then the steering wheel is power adjustable. Now, taking a look at the steering wheel, you guys can see really nice material use all around. You've got contrasted orange stitching. We've got stuff like our cruise control. We've got our volume and voice command controls here on the other side. And then you can see your turn signal, windshield wiper stalk. And then we've got our column shifter, plus and minus, so you can shift the gears yourself. Also, you got the tow haul mode. So we've got this gauge cluster here in the center. You guys can see analog on either side and then digital in the center. I think it actually has a really cool look. I like how it shows the off-road info with it, but I think they did a good job with that. And then in reverse, you guys can see we do have a backup camera, 360 camera as well. So trajectory lines turn with the steering wheel. And resolution on it's not the best, but it gets the job done. That's a good way to put it. Now, as for the rest of the infotainment system, response time is actually really good with this. Anyways, as I was saying, response time is actually really good, so it's easy to use, and you've got analog controls which help out as well. And then analog climate controls down below. You got this for the stability control, parking sensors, for some of the safety tech, and then your heated steering wheel, and then some charging port action. We've got our drive line select here with 4-wheel high and 4-wheel low, and then your trailer brake controls, some USB action, heated seats here, and you guys can see a little storage there, and then also down below. Got some cup holder action. I like the center console with the stitching and everything. And yeah, some of this is wrapped up, by the way, for those of you that are wondering. But yeah, here's a quick look, as you can see, with the storage. And then again, look at the dash, nice trim at the top here too with the stitching. Again, really tight fit and finish. And then yeah, good storage. And then up at the very top, we got a power sliding rear window. Oops, wrong way. There you go. Whew, nice. So here's a quick look at the window sticker. Almost everything's standard equipment, but there is a few optional packages on this particular one. Well, actually more than a few. Anyways, base MSRP 53, total MSRP 63,975, and let's see how it drives. That's funny. That's funny. Well, let's talk about visibility before we set off here on the Titan. Here's your visibility over the hood, both of the mirrors, still blind monitoring, throughout the rest of the rear, and Nissan Titan away. I'm gonna try to get some good reviews on the Titan this year, since this is the last year that we're going to have the Titan. So, you know, that means I'll try to get some comparisons. There's actually a Toyota dealership just across the street. I've never filmed with them before, but, you know, I think it would be cool to set up filming with them so we could do Titan versus Tundra, for example. But anyways, setting off, let's talk about the Titan itself, how this drives and everything. Ride quality is actually really good with the Titan. Again, just like most full-size pickup trucks, it's, you know, because of the long wheelbase, it's just very smooth, which is great. And then, you know, on top of that, seat comfort's pretty dang good too. It's a comfortable vehicle. Now, this does not have electric power steering. It's a hydraulic rack, and you can feel it. The steering kind of has like a heavier, more weighted feel to it, which I really like. I think that's you can feel what's happening with the truck more so. Like, I remember when I took one of these off-road, it was like having the hydraulic rack was great because I could tell exactly, you know, what was happening with the truck more so than other trucks. So I think that's fantastic. It drives really well. But you know, ultimately I think the big appeal to this is the reliability. This is the most reliable V8 truck you can get on the market. No arguments. Ford has a 5.0 V8. It's got issues. Ram has a 5.7 Hemi. It's probably the best right now outside of this engine, but it's still got issues. And then Chevy's 5.3 and 6.2, I mean, lifter issues all day long. And, you know, people, like, I so many comments on these Titan reviews of people that have owned Titans for 10, 15 plus years, and they'll be like, yeah, my Titan has 300,000 miles, still running, everything's fine. So, like, you just don't really hear that out of Ford owners or Ram owners, right? They're like, oh, I'm on my 5th Ram in the last 5 years, for example. So that's the big draw to the Titan. Is it the most modern? No. Is it the most exciting? No. But is it a tank that will survive the apocalypse? Yes. That basically describes, and someone took my parking space. That basically describes the Titan. And again, this is what the Tundra used to be. The Tundra was not the most exciting truck, but it was mega reliable. But now you've got the twin turbo V6, which it's reliable for a twin turbo V6, but it is not as reliable as a V8. So let me know your thoughts on the Titan. Let me know your thoughts on Nissan killing the Titan, by the way. I think that's kind of an interesting thing for Nissan to do to get rid of this vehicle. And yeah, let me know if you agree with my point on this, where I think that this is the best full-size pickup truck to get if you're going to keep one for more than, I'd say, 5 years.